What up, Alpha? I have a question for you. What do you think of when you think of a man? Big muscles, a deep voice, or more importantly, a beard. A beard can really separate a boy from a man. And with that being said, I know there are some of us out there who are struggling to grow a nice, thick, luscious, and full beard. So today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on how you can grow a nice, thick, full beard. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the chances are the reason why you're watching this video is you may be actually struggling to grow a beard, and if you try to grow it out, it comes off all patchy and it just doesn't come off as thick and as full as you wish it could. So with that being said, I want to present to you the 4-week rule. A lot of men, when it comes to growing beards, is that they get very impatient and they just want it to grow already and they don't want to go through that awkward phase. When you actually give your beard to actually grow out for 4 weeks straight, regardless of how patchy or how unfull it looks, at the end of the day, your goal is to mainly get past like that stubble phase and actually start growing lengthy hair. And 4 weeks for most men is a good amount of time to actually get all of that hair nicely grown. And after that, it's up to you whether you want to trim it down or actually keep letting it grow. And before you try anything out there, I want you to try the 4-week rule, because that definitely is going to help you get an idea of where you stand in terms of how much your beard grows and how full it can get within the span of 4 weeks. Alright, so while your beard is actually growing in that span of the 4 weeks, I would highly recommend you using beard oil along the process, because what beard oil will actually do is that it will actually go ahead and hit the skin surface underneath the hairs, and it's going to provide the essential vitamins and the nutrients for it to grow thicker and fuller. And beard oil is actually highly recommended even for the guys out there who are actually have a nice beard, because it just maintains a very nice, soft, thick and full beard, and that's what you want. And using a beard oil can go a long way. I'll actually link some good beard oils in the description below for you to check out and to pick one that you might potentially like. If you're actually serious about growing your beard and you actually want to go out there and actually take some supplements, I'd highly recommend taking Biotin. Biotin is amazing because it not only helps grow your beard hair, but it will help grow hair literally all over your body. So if you're suffering from hair loss, bald spots, any of that BS, Biotin will actually help you gain hair literally everywhere. There are other vitamins out there that are specifically meant for beards. One of the more popular ones that I've researched and seen was called VitaBeard. And what this supplement actually does is that it actually provides the essential vitamins, and I believe it also increases the DHT in your body, which is a compound responsible for hair growth. And of course, you can never go wrong with taking biotin, because the biotin definitely works. I've used it myself, and trust me, like, my beard goes crazy whenever I use biotin. So the main thing that particularly triggers beard hair growth, or actually hair growth in general, is an increase in testosterone. And when you have an increase in testosterone, you're gonna actually have good hair flowing out of your body. And the best way to do that is to actually start exercising. Get that blood flowing in your body, get your body moving, do some squats. And by doing all these body movements, you're actually increasing testosterone in your body. And along with that, if you have a good diet, it can go a long way. Not only will you be mentally and physically fit, but also you're gonna look sexy. So exercising has done wonders for a lot of people in the past in multiple ways, and I'm sure it's gonna do it great for you, not only in your journey of growing a thicker beard, but for you overall becoming a sexier man. Alright, so let's say you actually go through that 4-week rule and you gave yourself an entire month to let your beard grow out. The next thing you can actually do to make your beard appear thicker than it actually is to line it up. When you line up your beard, you're actually getting rid of all the excess unnecessary hairs along your cheekbone and your neck. When you do that, you're kind of exaggerating the details on your face, particularly the beard hair. Alright, so just to prove to you how well this works, see how I have some facial hair right here? under my neck. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom and line up myself, and you're gonna see like within a second how drastic of an impact it has. I'm not gonna clip, I'm not gonna trim anything. I'm simply just gonna shave this unnecessary excess hair off from my cheekbones and my neck, and you're gonna see that drastic difference of my beard appearing thicker. So we are back. Check this out, guys. It is so nice, so clean, and looks much more thicker. Now my beard is already thick, so it doesn't make a lot of a difference, but when I have it trimmed up and when this hair is not as long anymore, you can notice a drastic difference in terms of thickness. So this right here was just a little thing that I did. All I did was just shave off the excess hair from the side of my cheekbones. I did not trim anything, I did not cut anything. All I did was shave this. And if you have less hair and if you do this, this will actually help it stand out more. This is a quick little trick that I picked up in my journey of growing my beard, and it is something that's definitely going to come in handy in your journey as well. So give it a shot. So with that being said, the last two things that you need in order to grow a beard is patience and commitment. Not all beards were made equal. Some grow rapidly, some grow at different ages, some grow at different lengths and different volumes. And based on yourself, it's gonna grow at its own pace. So you gotta be willing to be committed and you have to be willing to be patient enough to stick through the process. For some people, they can get lucky and it can grow out as quick as like 2 weeks, and for others they might have to wait a few more weeks or even months. So whatever it is, you got to be willing to be patient and be committed to growing that beard. So yeah, that's about it. These were my tips on how you can grow a thicker beard. So I would highly recommend you guys implement all of these tips for the best results. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you guys did enjoy the video or found it helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.